Hi BookTube, Sarah here and welcome to my channel. Today I am coming to you with my Harlequin anticipated reads for February of 2021. So a bit of a different angle, you guys. This is a little odd. So usually when you see me sitting in front of the window's right there. I usually have my laptop on this desk and the TV is usually off to the side. This is my other Harlequin bookshelf behind me that is in the middle of renovations currently. But I'm sitting here at my desk and I'm like, I gotta film a video, or I want to film my video for Tuesday. And I realized that it's later in the night. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's dark outside. And I thought, oh my gosh, the lighting in this room is usually horrible. So I'm trying this angle. I hope it works. I kind of like it. It's a little bit different. Sorry for the glare. If you're seeing the glare behind me from the light on the television, it's a work in progress, you guys. I'm far from professional. You know that. So if you're new to my channel, how I do these videos every month is that I go through all of the imprints that Harlequin puts out every month. The only one I don't do is the Dare line because, to be completely honest, it's my least favorite. And to be completely honest, it is actually ending in June or July of this year. So it is what it is. But I go through all of the imprints through Harlequin and I look at all of the books coming out in each individual imprint or series or whatever you want to call it. And I pick the one that sounds the best and I share them here with you guys. And I also do have some physical books to show you as well because the Harlequin publicity team is awesome. So, all right, let's jump in and get started. So we will start off with the Harlequin Desire novel, and we have Twice the Temptation by Silver James. This is the 9th book in the Red Dirt Royalty series. Now, I thought this series was done, and I finished up to book 8 a couple years ago, but now that there's a book 9, I'm so excited. So I am a big fan of Silver James. She's a lesser-known author. I really think all she has written is this Red Dirt Royalty series, and it's a fantastic series. So I picked this one because of the author, and I am a big fan of the author's work. But 2, this story is about a woman who is a storm chaser, and I just think that is so awesome. So she ends up having these couple of encounters with this CEO, and she ends up getting pregnant, and that is pretty much the plot. It's I don't know if it's a whole secret baby thing or what have you, but it sounds really, really good. And again, she's a storm chaser. That sounds fantastic. And again, if you have not checked out Silver James yet, I highly recommend it. These books I don't think you have to read in order because there has been such a big break between the last book and this book. So, but if you want, go back and start from the beginning. If you like cowboy contemporary romance that's extra spicy, definitely check these ones out. So next up, we have a Harlequin heartwarming novel, and this is Catching Mr. Right by Carol Ross. This is the 7th book in the Seasons of Alaska series. Now, I did not know this book was set in Alaska until I was putting this list together. Alaska is a buzzword for me. You know, we all have our buzzwords with books, and Alaska is one of mine. I love books set in Alaska. But anyway, in this case, I didn't realize that till afterward. I just thought that this book sounded super good. So it's about a woman who's actually a fisherwoman. Fisher person. She's an angler, according to the back description. And she's so good that she gets sponsorships. So she's trying to get this sponsorship with this big company because she wants to give her daughter a better life. And the guy that she's talking to get the contract with, I guess he runs the company, and the two of them are going to end up having a relationship. But I love the fact that she is an angler. I just think that's so neat. Like, what an interesting career. I don't think I've ever read that before in a book. So this one totally intrigued me. The cover looks adorable. Very, very spring, summer, and yeah, it looks absolutely delightful. Next up, my favorite Harlequin historical, we have Her Gallant Captain at Waterloo by Diane Gaston. So this is about a woman who travels to Brussels to bring her little brother back from battle. And while she's there, she runs into her ex-fiance. And, you know, she's thinking that maybe they can try again or, you know, like a second chance kind of an idea. But his heart is now with the army and he wants to go off and fight Napoleon. So I love the time period that this is set in. This is not the norm. I mean, I am seeing more and more books taking place around this time period. But when I do find one, I think it's a lot of fun because there's so much set in Regency times and you know, stuff like that, that to have them set just outside of that, because I think okay, see, my European history is horrible. was the Battle of Waterloo, like, was that during Regency times or Napoleon? Because sometimes when I'm reading Regency, depending on when it's set, see, the thing is that Regency seems to, I think a lot of authors take Regency with a grain of salt because it seems to run a huge number of years when I'm pretty sure the Regency period really wasn't even that long. But they take liberties, if you will. That's the word I was looking for. They take liberties. So, those of you who are much more well versed in European history, do let me know. But the fact that, he's kind of, in love with being a soldier and she wants to kind of rescue him from that life, it just sounds really good, really interesting, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun. Next up, we have a Harlequin intrigue, and this is from a new to me, and I think just in general, a new Harlequin author, which is always very exciting. And it's Pursuit of the Truth by Katie Richards. This is book number 1 in the West Investigations series. So this is about a security expert by the name of Ryan West. So I guess the whole series is based around a family, brothers maybe, who run an investigations organization. And he is he playing bodyguard? A woman is pushed in front of a taxi and nearly killed, and someone is trying to actively murder her, and she is actively trying to find out who murdered her brother. So he's of course going to help her. It sounds really good. Again, a new, guaranteed new to me author. I've never read this author before, but I'm pretty sure they are also perhaps new to Harlequin. So super exciting. I don't know if it's a debut work, but I am very interested, and it sounds really, really good. Next up, we have a Harlequin medical romance, and this one is Awakening His Shy Vet by Shelley Rivers. So what I love with the Harlequin, what I'm noticing more with the medical romance, is they are not just people doctors, but these ones are 2 veterinarians, equine veterinarians to be exact. So he is a widower, and he's afraid to open up his heart again after losing his wife, and he's a horse trainer. Is he a trainer? Hold on. He's a horse trainer. She's the equine veterinarian. And he hires, of course, her to come look after his horses. And I guess sparks start to fly between the 2 of them. Sounds really cute, but I love the fact that they're expanding on the medical part of it to include not just people. Because veterinarians need love too. And it just sounds really, really cute. Absolutely delightful. I think like a lot of people, I do love horses and stories that include horses. I mean, clearly I am a huge fan of cowboy romances. So this one sounds right up my alley. Next up, we have a Harlequin Presents novel, and this one sounds really, really good. It's called The Man She Should Have Married by Louise Fuller. I believe Louise Fuller has also written quite a bit for Harlequin Historical, but don't quote me. But this one has a Scottish guy in it. So it's about a woman who broke off her engagement with this guy, and it was the hardest decision. She is like, her name is Lady Antonio Elgin. Their love wasn't built on reality. I guess he came from the wrong side of the tracks. She is clearly something lady. I mean, it's not a historical. It's a modern day, but there still are dukes and duchesses and barons and all those. The House of Lords is still a thing. So clearly she is of the nobility, the noble class, whatever you want to call it. And I guess her family has hit hard times, and they have to put their Scottish castle up for rent, like an Airbnb kind of an idea, I'm guessing. And he, of course, rents one of the rooms or rents the castle. It says he's a film director, so I'm thinking he's renting the whole castle. And of course, they come face to face again. And he is no longer that boy from the wrong side of the tracks. He has now made something of himself. So, sounds so, so good. The fact it takes place in Scotland, I just love that. And this one sounds really, really great. Next up, we have a Harlequin romance, and this is Italian Escape with the CEO by Nina Milne. This is book number 1 in the Cavanassi Inheritance series. So this is about a woman who, in order to claim her inheritance, she needs to right the wrongs that her father did in regards to a man, his business rival's son. And that amends seems to involve money. She needs to track him down and I guess give him some money or something like that. So, but he doesn't want her money or her late father's money. He needs a stand-in girlfriend. So he gets her to come with him on this romantic trip, quote unquote, to Italy. And the 2 of them are going to pretend to be in a relationship. So it's definitely fake relationship, fake dating. Love that trope so much. This one sounds fantastic. Next up, we have a Harlequin romantic suspense. Love these ones as well, you guys. So this is Colton's Killer Pursuit by the great Tara Taylor Quinn. Love her as an author. She's fabulous. This is book number 2 in the Coltons of Grave Gulch series. So it's about a woman who just wrongfully escaped being convicted of murder, but she's not safe. So then someone makes an attempt on her life, and a private investigator happens to see this, and he's like, hey, let me help you. So he agrees to be her quote unquote fake boyfriend, and the two of them can kind of investigate what's going on. Sounds really, really good. You know, I really do love the fake dating trope. Clearly, it's a favorite of mine. But yeah, this one sounds really good. Again, Tara Taylor Quinn is fantastic. Highly recommend. I cannot wait to read this one. Next, we have a Harlequin special edition novel, and you guys, this one sounds so good. So, so good. For all of you who are huge fans of HGTV, you need to get on this book. So this is The Home They Built by Shannon Stacey, and this is book number 3 in the Blackberry Bay series. I am a big, big fan of Shannon Stacey. She wrote one of my favorite series, which is the Kowalski Family series. She also wrote the Boston Fire series that I absolutely loved. But this one is about a woman who, a guy who has an incorrigible grandmother who he would do anything for, and that includes posing as a live-in handyman for a TV reno show, Relic Rehab. And he ends up having a relationship with the TV show's host. So he is the handyman, she is the host. Anybody else getting Trading Spaces vibes between Ty Pennington and Paige? Anybody else watch Trading Spaces, or was that just me? I love that show so much. I would have never let any of those people in my own home to do anything, but that show was delightful. So anyway, yeah, this one sounds so, so good, so adorable. Again, Shannon Stacey, she is a fabulous, fabulous author. Highly, highly recommend this one. And next up is one of the 3 books that I received from the Harlequin publicity team. It just so happens this is one of the ones that is being highlighted in the month of February by the Harlequin publicity team, and it just so happens it's also the book that looked the best to me for the Love Inspired line, and that is Someone to Trust by Patricia Davids. This one looks so, so good. Is this part of a series? It's part of the North Country Amish series, book number 4. So there's the cover, you guys. And it's about a woman who I'm pretty sure she's Amish. And it says she has no interest in her stepmother's matchmaking when her family visits an Amish community in Maine. So in Maine, usually these take place in Ohio or Pennsylvania, so I love the fact it's being set somewhere else. But from the sounds of it, like, I don't know if she's actually Amish or not to begin with, but what she is deaf. So she's trying to, what does it say here? Deaf from a young age, she's positive a hearing man couldn't understand the joys and trials of living in a silent world. Sounds really interesting. Yeah, and I am really excited to read this one. If you follow me on Instagram on Monday, which is the day I'm filming this, I did an unboxing of these books, and I was mentioning that I think this one is going to have to get on my list for February for sure, because I really want to read it. It sounds super, super great, and I cannot wait to pick it up. And the last one here that we have, of course, is a love-inspired suspense, and this is Vanished in the Mountains by Taryn Stowe. And this is about a woman who is a, sorry about that, you guys, my computer, about a woman who is a domestic violence counselor, and she has evidence of human trafficking, and she ends up working with a deputy sheriff. And the two of them are going to kind of find out what's going on. It sounds really good. Again, I love the suspense, all those ones. Also, quick little spoiler for coming up in March. I am co-hosting March Mystery Madness again. So the month of March will be all romantic suspense and cozy mysteries. And I can't wait. So I think some of these might have to hit that list for March. I cannot wait. Sorry about that, you guys. I literally hit stop on the video and realized I still had these 2 other books to show you. So these are the other 2 I got from the Harlequin publicity team, so of course I wanted to show them to you. These did not necessarily make my list, but that's not to say that they do not sound like they are going to be fantastic books. So the first one that we have is by the great Naima Simone, and this is Back in the Texan's Bed. So this is part of the Texas Cattlemen's Club series, which I love so much. This is the Heir Apparent series, mini-series within the Texas Cattlemen's Club series. And this one is, he discovers he has a secret son, and he's not going to let her walk away again. So it's kind of a secret baby, secret child type of an idea. It's Naima Simone. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone who's read anything by her has been super impressed. And yeah, I am really looking forward to that one. And then the other one is a Harlequin historical, and it's a medieval, you guys. I usually don't really read the medieval ones, but I'm very excited about this one. Her Banished Knight's Redemption by Melissa Oliver. Isn't that cover pretty? So he is a knight, and he's on a mission to recruit lost heiress Lady Isabel with her family so he's pretty much transporting her from one location to another, and is responsible for her care, essentially, while they're traveling from one place to another. So this one sounds really good too. Again, medieval is not generally my jam, but I am very much intrigued and I'm very much interested. So anyway, guys, that is all that I have for this video today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below which one of these stands out to you. Which one are you most looking forward to reading in February? If you were going to pick one to, pick a book to pick up in February, which one would it be? I don't necessarily have you guys voting on these anymore, but do let me know in the comments. And yeah, until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.